Hello, friends, and welcome to the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy, Mark, and Burk, talking about sharks. Movies about sharks.
I should have worn my Jaw shirt. I just thought of that because I have a vintage first time the movie came out t-shirt. I have it. It's old and faded and I love it. And I should have worn it.
That's one of the classic films of all time, not just, popcorn
Images,
movie. It's just everything
films,
about it. It's like, and they keep making shark movies over and over again.
Yeah.
Every year. They sort of bring them back. And from varying
People love
degrees,
sharks. Something about sharks.
they love to
scary.
see they're scary. So, a couple
Yeah.
years ago,
I think they're beautiful, but
well, I think they're beautiful. If I see one swim past me, I'd get a little nervous. But
I get nervous, but they're just doing their thing.
they're
That's what
just
they
doing
do.
their thing. Yeah. But a couple of years ago, this movie came out called The Meg, which is another one of these shark films. And a couple of years later, there's something called Meg 2: The Trash. The Trench.
Trench.
Meg 2: The
Yeah.
Trench, not the trash. Sorry, my eyes.
Are you sure that was? I don't know if that was unintentional.
Well, that's not fair for this movie. But the first movie, I
haven't seen the
consider
movie.
absolute crap. So, but here's
I
the
hated
sequel.
the first movie. Hated it.
It was
but-
just terrible in every way, poorly made. But this is directed. The second film is directed by Ben Wheatley, a British film director who
okay.
I really like. Who's done
he's done
some
good stuff actually.
High Rise, Kill List, in
In the
Earth. Yeah.
It's interesting because he seems
So-
like kind of a small indie kind of director, like indie horror. It's weird they would give him this big bombastic film. I'm kind of
Well,
crazy.
maybe it
though?
was
Is
like
this a big.
Well, I'm
It's
sure
a
it's
shark
got a
movie.
it's Warner Brothers, so it's a big studio behind it. It probably has a pretty good budget. I don't know what the budget is, so we'll see. I'm interested to see what he does with it, and
Yeah,
if he
maybe
sort
he'll
of
bring
takes it
something
serious or
cool.
makes it kind of funny, or who knows? I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe he'll make
Yeah.
it good. We don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
There
It's
have.
up-
Maybe we can talk about this after the trailer. Is there such a thing as a sequel that's better than the original, or the original was terrible and the sequel was really good?
Evil
So-
Dead.
Huh?
I think
Evil Dead 2 is way better than Evil Dead 1. Even though
Yeah, but Evil Dead
was
1
good
wasn't
in its
terrible.
own. That's true. It wasn't terrible, but I'm
Is
just talking
there-
about
I mean, like
sequels
a
that were better
terrible-
than originals.
A terrible movie that had a really great sequel.
No.
I think I have one.
There.
We'll talk about it.
Ah.
Okay. Let's
about
just
later.
take a look at this trailer then.
Okay.
And
I paid it already. Fuck this movie. Fuck
Jonas.
this movie.
We
Seriously.
need your help. We're detecting increased aquatic activity 25,000 feet deep in the trench. It's an ancient ecosystem untouched by man.
So we need to touch
Whatever
it.
is down there is trying to make its way to the surface. This was a bad idea. Just a little bit.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Jonas, we've got company.
That's the biggest Meg I've ever seen.
Biggest Meg anyone's ever seen.
That's the apex predator.
Everybody make it to the station! You can make it! Keep going!
3 massive Megs and who knows what else have escaped the breach.
You just hope it goes better than last time.
What happened last time?
You don't want to know. We've never seen this before. They hunted it back.
can relax. This place, Meg-proof. I mean, Jonas was always afraid of this, but I was also thinking...
Ooh, Barracuda.
Oh my
We're-
God,
All
I
right.
hated that.
First of all,
not a barracuda.
it's not a
I know,
barracuda.
exactly. That's like,
So
why is that
stupid.
song in there? You know,
Because it's an animal in the ocean, so that counts.
That's
And
so
second of all,
ridiculous.
the line of dialogue.
I can't. Oh, we've
We've
got
got
company.
company.
Yeah. Well, every generic character, every generic, I've seen that thing 100 times, and it's just not interesting or exciting or fun. I mean, is that supposed to be fun? It was just because there's the heart song is there. It's supposed to be sort of like, are we supposed to have fun with this movie?
Seems kind of funny because it's a shark movie, so it has a sense of humor.
But of course, they escape and they go to this, whatever, this water park.
Go to a
and,
resort, I guess.
Jurassic Park, is it?
It's just like, boy, how many times do we have to see a movie like that when, like going back to shark movies, like the first one was the best one. And
They've never topped it, ever.
Have there been
Never.
any other shark movies that have been good? Maybe a couple. I don't know.
Deep Water. Was it Deep Water? The one
Deep
where
Blue Sea?
Deep Blue. Was it Deep Blue Sea?
The one
where
with
couple
LL
was left
Cool J?
behind. No.
Oh,
When
no,
the
that
couple
one.
was left
Yeah.
behind. It was an indie movie. They were left behind to
Open Water.
survive.
Open Water.
Open Water.
That
yeah.
was good, and they didn't
That
show
was good.
anything.
That was good.
Well, see that you've tapped into something by saying they didn't show anything. One of the things I think is the big mistake with these shark movies is that they think it's the size of the shark that's scary.
Bigger
And
is better.
Like bigger is scarier. It's not. It's not scarier. What's scary is an actual feeling of dread, like you got with the first Jaws film, because it was a more realistic shark. It was like what you might actually see in the ocean, and so it sort of like taps into your actual primal fears of actual things that are actually alive.
And you're also on the beach. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
You're on the beach as just as a vacation, and then like that happens. You're not like some deep sea expedition where you're going where you're not supposed to go, and it's not reality.
Well, that's why they brought it to the beach. They're going to give you that, and then they're going to have him come in riding a surfboard or something. Is surfing.
He's riding a skidoo or something like that, and
the
he's
fuck
like
that
on
was.
the top of a wave out with a wave runner, and
ridiculous.
And I'm sorry, that shark's coming down
Weird.
on him. He's not going to hold it off with his feet. It's just not going to happen. That was stupid as hell. And there's another thing too. Like, okay, the movie opens. First of all, so many triggers in this movie for me.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I'm going to look at does the dog die, and there's going to be like all red of like
Right.
or all green or whatever the yes means. But they start off with, haha, isn't it hilarious to see animals kill another animal? Okay. Then they go, oh, it's even funnier to see a bigger animal kill more animals.
Yeah.
Then we have bigger killing a T-Rex. Like, we don't give a shit. It's just an animal. We don't care. So we have like an opening scene with everything I fucking hate about showing animals getting killed on film. Then
Well, it's supposed
we
to
go
show
into
the
it.
cycle,
Then we're gonna make the invading. Oh no, somewhere no one's gone before. No man. It's like, why are you going there then? Leave it the fuck alone. So they're going down there because something's coming. Well, because you won't leave it alone. Then we're gonna have a giant octopus who's now the bad guy because humans are there. Then we're gonna have like an eel or jellyfish. They're all evil. They're terrible. They're trying to kill humans. It's like, you guys are invading. I just have like zero sense of humor for this kind of movie. And what they should do is punish the humans who are doing this. Instead, they're supposed to be the heroes by killing all the animals. So they release this giant shark on the world, and that's the shark's fault.
and
they're
they're supposed
bad.
to be sort of heroic for
trying to save
heroically
it on
killing
single-handedly.
That's the point. It's like
No.
they caused it, and now they're gonna have to. It's like, whereas in the first movie, it was just like all of a sudden the shark is doing what they do. A great white does what they do. But how do you react to that as a person? And first of all, it was the first movie you saw something like that. I remember just being so scared by it, but also loved it.
Oh,
You
I
know,
loved it. Yeah, I loved
I
it.
loved it, but it was scary, and I didn't want to go in the water. And it did exactly what you wanted it to do. But none of these shark movie, Open Water is an exception because it was a true story. It happened.
It's also that abandonment idea that they're out there surviving in the ocean by themselves, like super scary.
Isolation, and it's
I was in the
Yeah.
Great Barrier Reef 2 weeks before that happened on the same exact excursion. That was 1999. I went there, and we were like, we were snorkeling, whatever, 5 miles out in the Great Barrier Reef, and they counted us like 100 times, 100 times. And like, oh yeah, number 18 or whatever it was, and we finally got on and left. I can't imagine how they missed 2 people.
Well, people were just being slack.
I think there was a reason. There was something in the film that kind of explained why the number was wrong. Like 2 people, 2 extra people. There was some kind of explanation because I remember there was a scene where it was like, okay, that's everyone. Let's go.
Right.
I think they were like counting tanks instead of people. I don't remember what it was, but there was something off.
Yeah.
But they do miss it. I mean, they're human beings. They make errors and say, oh, they're down beneath or whatever. And who knows? But anyway, so yeah, this movie.
Do we have posters to see if there's anything?
Let's look at some posters. Okay.
Just to make it worse.
Okay.
New Meg, old chum. Oh boy.
Yeah. So there's
that's
that.
a groaner.
So because they don't want to think it's too serious, we're going to take it way over the top and make this look like a cop moment. So all these posters feel like cop moments from the film. They're not going to be very elegant and done like the original Jaws poster. It's a beautiful, kind of iconic image. They want to just go the scene from the movie. So we're in the water with him. He's coming at us. The shark's behind him. Oh, he doesn't even know but he won't get eaten because I don't know why. Because the shark misses. I don't know. So we have the bright green type to signal to you that we're tying in with the thing he's writing, and it's going to be kind of funny. Okay. Then this is new chum now. So we have copy line playing with old chum because he's in the first movie. This must be a guy from the new movie only.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's new.
New chum.
New Meg, new chum.
But it looks like he's reaching for someone, but you don't see anyone.
Well, they just got chomped, I guess. I don't know. That's weird.
I guess.
Yeah, there's no one. I guarantee there probably was someone who's interfering with the type. You can't the types. So they said, "No, we'll take that person out. No one will know." And then look how clear the helicopter is compared to everything else. Just completely looks photoshopped all to hell.
Right.
Oh, the landing rail looks really stripped on. It looks like a 3D model or
illustrated.
Looks illustrated. Doesn't even look like a 3D model.
But then we have super clear windows, but then kind of blurry metal on the helicopter.
That's interestingly
bad.
Okay.
So but this seems right in line with the movie. So then we have. Oh, look. First of all, that dog is way too big. It's a Yorkshire Terrier who would be about the size of the post. He'd be down.
Right.
But they had to blow him up because they can't tell what it is. And you won't even tell us what the shark is. He's going to eat a dog, and it's going to be so funny.
Yeah, this is a poster for people who think that's funny.
Back for seconds.
It's so good.
Oh, my God.
It's so awful. And then we have an international poster, which I guess this is now the octopus being the bad guy, but we're going to have the same shot of the guy with the helicopter. Same shot.
Oh, now he's reaching for someone. It's the same person. Yeah.
Yep. So that was taken out of the other one because they wanted to make it about the shark and not the octopus.
It's the same helicopter.
It's the
same
same
helicopter, but no shark.
Yeah.
So there's a giant octopus, a giant shark, a fake helicopter.
A lot of animals trying to live their lives who are being wiped out by humans, and we're supposed to be rooting for the humans now, right? Is that the idea?
I guess some people think that way, but it doesn't. I can't imagine. Anyway, whatever.
I have to say this looks almost worse than the first one.
Because the first,
it looks like they're trying to top the first one.
Yeah.
That whole idea of all they're really doing is trying to top the, and that idea of like topping the first film by making the second one have the scary thing twice as big as it was in the first one. It's like, it's just such a, I don't know, that idea. It implies that the people who made it don't have really any idea why things in the ocean are scary.
Yeah.
Or why
a
are
movie
scary.
Is scary. Why how can you make a shark movie scary? They never saw Jaws, maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
Everybody's seen Jaws. They just think they can do it better and they don't respect it. But the thing that the Jaws had going for it too, they had Richard Dreyfuss' character there who was like trying to explain that this is nature. This is not,
Yeah.
he's not evil, that
Right.
the animal's just trying to live. It's an animal.
Right.
It's not the bad guy. So he was trying to be the voice of reason. We don't have the voice of reason anymore. We just have fucking yahoos running around thinking it's really funny to kill big animals that they released on the world. And that, oh my God, let me save him single-handedly because I'm Jason Statham. It's like,
Right.
And so they just basically have made a movie with no conscience at all. It's just meat for the grinder. That's all we got in this movie. And maybe we're taking it too seriously. But the thing I liked about Jaws is there was a serious undercurrent.
That's
about man's relationship with nature. So you take that out and you just have spectacle. And it's just
and just going, I'll just mention one sequel that I thought was better than the original. And this is not high budget filming, but Mike Flanagan did the second Ouija film.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you see it?
Yep. Chad did the poster.
Oh, much better than the first one.
It was good.
I know. Yeah, it's not.
It had a kind of cool
budget.
undercurrent of super creepiness with the whole Nazi thing.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sure there are others. I think.
Yeah, when you invoke Flanagan, you instantly have something good going on. So it's like, I would love to see Flanagan do a shark movie, because what it would be is a lot of people figuring stuff out that you cared about, who were doing things that were smart, that didn't mean to do anything bad, that then the shark would react. They wouldn't necessarily call the shark a bad person, but there would be scariness because the shark's just being nature, and humans are helpless when it comes to nature unless they have weapons and bombs and shit.
Right.
So he would have made something sensitive, cool, and also scary and creepy because he wouldn't overdo it. I would love to see Flanagan do something like this. It would be very quiet, lots of people talking.
It's the idea is that whole enlarge the threat until it's a giant kaiju, like a giant Godzilla sized shark. It becomes less and exponentially less and less scary to me because it's less and less real. And one of the things that it reminds me of is the idea that if you're in a thriller film and there's somebody chasing the hero and he has a pistol, it's scary because he could get shot, right? But if you have the bad guy chasing him with a giant, rail gun or something, it's like, how is that scarier?
It's just spectacle.
The pistol can kill you, and the pistol is smaller and lighter, and the pistol can get, the guy can walk around a corner and not be heard. But if he's dragging along a giant, Arnold Schwarzenegger looking minigun or something that's going to make a whole lot of clanking noise, it's like this big shark. It's like, how could you not be aware of this thing coming for like 15 minutes before it arrives?
The water would be and also, why would the shark go to shore? It wouldn't. It would probably go deeper.
I mean, a person is this big, really wants to eat that.
It doesn't care about fucking people. See, that's the thing. Humans are so myopic. They think everything's about them. The world, a big shark is out, it's going to come for people. No, it's going to go deeper in the ocean and get bigger prey.
It's going to go after whales, a whale pack, or something.
Need humans to survive at all.
I'm gonna go after this. These two people on a paddle boat,
and it couldn't even get that close to shore physically. There's no way it could even get up there. The whole thing was so
insane.
Anyway,
and like what you said, that when it grabs the T-Rex, I was like, how did such a gigantic thing swim through this deep of water and grab
like a big
something?
drop off?
And how did it see the dinosaur? I don't know. It's just,
and also those effects look terrible. It just looked really like cartoony, and
I know it's their big summer fun movie. Come to Vegas, they'll probably do fine, but it's like I just wish they would make a good shark movie and let the shark win. I want the shark to win. Just once, let the shark win. I guess it kind of won in open water.
It won in open water. Yeah, that's for sure.
A movie that's scary. That's what I want. I mean, the thing is, this is not scary. It's just one of those movies that's supposed to make you go, yeah, whoa, shouting and screaming.
It's for chuckleheads by chuckleheads.
For how outrageous.
I'm sorry to say that about Ben Wheatley, because I
sort of was hoping he'd bring some class to it, but he did not.
Yeah. Well, I hope he got a big paycheck for it.
Yeah, at least he got paid.
Maybe he'll make something else.
I don't know. Yeah, Universal, Universal has a Jaws ride, and it made Jaws happen, and it should have done a better job.
But this is Warner Brothers, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Universal. You're right.
Yeah,
so okay, well, that explains that.
Maybe we can hope that he got this job because he has an idea for something else he wants to make on his own terms, his own kind of movie. But he took this one because the paycheck was so good and it can sustain him for a while, so he can go ahead and develop something really good.
And it sounds like it'd be a fun movie to make.
And many
yeah.
good directors have done that. They said, I'm
Yeah.
going to take a paycheck. You know, Brian De Palma did it for Mission Impossible to make
Yeah.
other movies, you know, so that
That's
just
right.
kind of is
I
what
forgot he
happens.
did that. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, anyway, that was fun.
I usually don't like to hate on movies. I love movies, but this kind of movie is doing everything I hate about movies. There it is, all on the screen.
Yeah, it's got all those things that I don't want to see in a film.
Everything I hate. Yes. So I will not be seeing this. So you will not see a review of this film. All right.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.